Another exciting day to call a spade a spade. Welcome to another episode where nothing is actually off limits, if you ask me. This one is called The Unfiltered, and my name is Siyakwazi, but you guys can definitely call me Ntabi, the MC, the lady with the voice for radio, and most definitely, especially today when you get to say it, the face for the camera. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching the episode. But most importantly, thank you so much for sharing it with your friends, your family, and your exes, and people just around your life. We really appreciate it. I'm not alone. I'm never alone. I'm with my friends, enemies. Depends on what I'm feeling like on that day. On this side, I have...
Baby, it's too good to be back. Oh, episode 2. Hi, Yellow 100. Absolutely amazing. So to those of you who don't know me, I am Mamsi the Diva and super excited for episode 2. Yeah, in episode 1, I was a bit fluid, like ek was nie ek gewees nie, but I pushed through, you know. I always say the girl that comes through in style and in colors. I'm not wearing makeup, as a poncy and so yeah, I'm super excited. It's called Unfiltered. I'm not sure if it's the naked truth or... Yeah, we'll get there. But thank you to everyone that subscribe, like, please do share, and just make sure that you follow us. Want hier praat ons baie goedjies, hoor?
Yes, indeed. This is Unfiltered. Nothing is off limits. And my name is Wiseman, the main man, the music junkie, DJ X, the man with the many names. Whatever name that you want to use, you can use it as long as me and you are okay about it.
Speaking about that, I'm so worried because we're shooting our second episode on the day that our first episode is actually premiering. So it means we are people. We're not even waiting for people to come and review and give us feedback and tell us.
We move.
The episode. It's like we move. We don't care.
We go.
We drop it. We don't care. We move. So I don't know when you guys are going to be watching this episode. Probably next week Wednesday, because the plan is to drop every single Wednesday. Wednesdays are for podcasts. Yeah, that's the new tagline now. So by the time you guys watch this, already our first episode would have actually dropped. So we're hoping that you guys get to engage. You tell us what you like. You tell us what you would like us to change as well. So it's a good thing to change position. I mean, if one position doesn't work for you, just move to another position. Nothing has
Explore, baby.
Speaking of that exploring, so you know our culture, you know our tradition. And the tradition is a hard check before anything starts. Hard check for those that are actually watching the episode for the first time and you don't know what it is. That's where we actually get to find out emotionally, according to your hearty, according to the organic, how are you feeling?
I think I'm going to start off, you know, because I'm super excited emotionally. I'm 100% fine. It's Easter weekend. It's 5 minutes before Easter weekend, and people would usually say, as the bunnies at so it's Easter bunnies, you know, and but I'm super excited because I'm going home to my mother. I'll be spending Easter weekend that side in my hometown. So emotionally, I'm okay. I'm doing absolutely amazing. Outfits, I'm already picked, mind you. My outfits is picked. I'm ready to leave Cape Town and go to Beaufort West. Financially, I'm going to be okay from Thursday and Friday. Because usually when you go home, so people have this thingy. For example, if you relocated from your hometown and maybe come visit during festive seasons, then people have this mindset of you must be sorted, you know, you must have money. Or so for me, the money that I have is okay for me to go spend that side. Yeah. So I don't want to like overspend, but I am worried when I'm that side, you know. So something new, I would say, hi.
But is it always the people that have the expectations, or that we also put unnecessary pressures on ourselves, seeing that I'm outside of my hometown. Now, when I come back, people need to see the difference.
Yeah.
You know, but one thing just about me is, even when I was living in Beaufort West, I like outfits. I love to be presentable. Like, ek wil stunning altyd like. So I don't think I'm putting pressure on myself, but the people that side would say, don't you want to buy ice? Don't you want to buy trees? Don't you want to? Don't you have a 5 rand? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 100 rand and then go to the nearest shop and just make change 5 rands. So everyone that is asking us, okay, here's a 5 rand. Or before you greet, I would say 5 rand,
Girls,
just these
the
little
power
ones.
of saying no. Whether you are working out of town or in town, the power of saying no. No, I don't have.
It's not easy, DJ X, and I think it's also because when you grew up in an environment, and I hear what she's saying, and I hear where she's coming from. Originally where I'm from, it's a township, and it's like everyone knows everyone, that type of a thing, and everyone would know at this point that Tamising does not stay at home; she stays in Cape Town, whatever the case may be. So when you come back, this old uncles, the omas, the kids, it's literally everyone in the community that would be asking for money and things like that. I'm able to say no, and I always tell them I only have my card.
I think that's my new tactic now when I go back to Badmouthing. Plastic.
Look, sorry,
I'm dealing with plastic.
Because for me, even in my cultural belief, giving money to a person like us, it's not something that, we are. Yeah, we don't play like that, So I totally get where she's coming from.
Yeah, but she's excited.
I'm super excited. I can't wait. I'm counting the hours, the minutes, the seconds. So I'm super excited. It's going to be Easter. I'll be spending it in Beaufort West. So I think I'm okay. I'm 100% okay.
Well, on my side, I just got the shock of my life. So, sometimes when you're okay and someone announces, or not announces per se, when something happens in your life that you didn't expect, right? And you're like, and it comes out of the blue.
What? Are you pregnant?
No, I'm not pregnant.
Oh, okay.
I wish I was. I feel a bit. Comparing to what I was, I'm pregnant. Someone must come and ejaculate very fast. Because you understand what I'm saying? So I think it's that. It's quite personal to me. I can't reveal it now. But what I'm saying is this week, personally, I got the shock of my life of news. And I was like, yeah, I was not expecting that at all. So that kind of put me down a lot. Physically, I was not well last week. Even the producer, Chan, was saying that I was on drugs last week.
Yeah.
So if you see the first episode, people would say you're taking drugs. You didn't look good on the first episode at all. But physically, I'm back, and I'm back with a bang as well. Nothing much to it. In terms of money, I do have money. The problem is it's not with me. Like, there are people that have my money after things. So my money is that hard, that people are in possession of.
That's dangerous money to have. Money that's on other people.
People that promised me money, people that owe me money, people that should give me money just because I'm in their life. So my money is there, but it's just that hard. That's the issue.
Yeah. I don't know about me though. I don't know about me. It's been an up and down one, and especially when it comes to this time of the year, and when I look at the things that I maybe planned to achieve, and I haven't achieved them. So it's kind of that. It's kind of that. And I'm looking at almost the first half of the year. I count the year in two halves. So it's the first 6 months, then the second 6 months. So we almost at the first half, and I haven't scored a goal yet. So let's see. Yeah, it's a sketchy one.
Sometimes we pressurize ourselves a lot into this timeline of, say, by this time I need to do this, this time I need to do this. There's no pressure at all. You know what my friend was saying the other day? My friend was saying people can start at 10 and finish off at 3. And someone can start off at 2 and finish off at 6. And it was confusing for me. And she said, sometimes you say, I want to go to school, I want to graduate. So I want to go to school, I want to graduate, then I want to start working my first job, then I want to buy a car, then I want to buy a house, then I want to get married, then I want to have kids. You see that timeline? Some people, they started so differently. Some people, you get pregnant first while you're still in high school.
In high school.
Then after getting pregnant, maybe that's when you graduate. Maybe after graduating, some person will get a husband, another person will find a house. There's no time.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And that makes sense. And that's also some of the things that you put there for things that you want to achieve. But those smaller personal goals, sometimes when you don't reach them, you're like, man, I scored an own goal there. But anyways, it's always okay to just recharge the batteries and try to come back again. And I don't really want to have those, but I always have my first half and my second half of the year. At least I should be. Plan in my mind.
Pink diary, MC, where you write your goals.
Why should it be pink?
Actually, I wanted to figure out why should it be pink.
Can't it be blue?
Oh, sure. Oh, maybe orange,
or
mint green,
You know they said that this friend of mine that I follow on TikTok, right? So he's not in the closet, he's out of the closet. But because he comes from like a very, so pronouns are he always says. So he comes from a very patriarchal family type of a thing, and whatever the case may be. So he says, my family has always known that I'm gay, but they've been in denial, right? And we've never talked about it. So everyone knows, but we don't talk about it. It's like off topic.
Yeah, it's taboo.
It's taboo. So he says that this one time they had like a ceremony at home, the auntie and the everything and whatever the case may be. So now the aunt and the dad, they decide to buy a bag for him. Now they cover it into like the plastic and whatever the present. And then he says, when I open the bag is pink.
Okay.
So then I go to the auntie and I go to my dad. I'm like, why would you guys buy me this bag? And they're like, but what do you mean?
Like, what do you mean?
This is
They're saying something, but they're not saying something. Like, what do you mean? Like, come on.
I mean,
Because do you think they know? You know, it's like, no, they know.
no, definitely.
It's out there. I mean, the bag is pink.
So I feel what you're saying. So those things actually do happen. Guys, please don't forget to also let us know, how are you feeling? Immediately when you watch this episode and it gets to this part, let's do a heart check with you. Hold your heart. Think about what you've been through this week. Think about things that you've celebrated this week. Think about things that have drained you as well. What are the changes that you're going to make? It really helps a lot. And I think especially even in mental health as well, it helps us so much. Speaking about mental health, we're going to jump into what's been trending. And you see, the moment I do this, the moment I do this, I'm about to come with the tea. I'm about to spill the tea when I do this.
But I think before we actually speak about what's been trending, can us also speak about violation of the week?
We can, but I'm just thinking we did it last week.
So we...
Do you have other violations of the week?
Yeah,
Share with us, what happened?
Easter. And yeah, so I went to, so on Saturday I had a bit, I was quite fluid, I was quite sick, I was just not okay. Even like she said earlier on the first podcast, it's not for me, episode 1, but okay, I tried my utmost best. I went to a solidarity event that was hosted on at the University of the Western Cape.
On Saturday.
So this is actually an event that was, or the person that actually started this event passed away in January 2022. And Gender Dynamics actually tried to figure out how do we keep our legacy, you know, because she was so passionate about it. And yeah, so we had fun, you know, everyone was there and yeah, so everyone was there. So after that, I was so sick, guys, but I tell her what I must, you know, the show must go on, in the famous words of Mamsi the Diva. So I then got home, I slept, and Sunday I felt a little bit better. So I believe, so growing up, my mother used to say there has to be Sunday lunch. So they believed in a 7-color plate or tradition. Yeah, so by 12 o'clock, the food is done when we go up. But I decided 12 o'clock, I'm going to start. At least there's still that thingy of a Sunday lunch or Sunday plate, but on my time. And something actually happened while I was sleeping at night. That is now Saturday evening. So I heard an individual of the LGBTIQA plus community was being threatened by this one guy, saying that he is going to stab this lady. And they've been drinking together the whole Saturday. So I am an investigator sometimes. So Sunday when I woke up, a detective, everything in between. Sunday when I woke up, just before I went to the shop, I went to go find out like what happened, you know. And I came to realize there's so much work that still needs to be done when it comes to the LGBTIQA plus community. And the comments that this person, because I feel this is how I personally feel to each and everyone. I love the LGBTIQA plus community. I know how challenging it is. When something happened to you, it affects me as well.
An injury to one is an injury to all.
Do you understand? So that is why I wanted to just bring that up of violation of the week, you know. And so this lady was just being herself around this person. I think this person needs to try and find himself.
Here's the thing, because this is unfiltered, hey? So upon you hearing everything that was happening there, was the person just using the words like, I'm gonna stab this lady, or they were like using those words that we don't like, that people
You understand?
Type of things. Right?
Tapani, moffie, twee punt plat, omdraai, tuin, allerlei woorde.
But here's the thing. You find that those individuals sometimes they act as if they're okay with everything, because you say as you are I'm hearing the story, they were sitting together having a time of their lives, and now a fight just comes, and this person is coming out and saying that this is how I feel about you, which means they were not okay all the time.
And this guy is very LGBTI friendly. I'm trying to figure out
Supposedly, apparently,
allegedly. What do you want? What is your thing? Maybe did someone see you walking with this girl together, and that is when you started to, or because he said everything was just fine. She was joking with him. She was just being authentic. And then all of a sudden, this guy changed and wanted to, because he was literally wanted to stab her. So they were even like I wouldn't say fighting, but like
a struggle,
here and there, moment thingy there with them. And even though I was sick, I wanted to wake up, but unfortunately I had a mad lemon with a Disprin and a Stony, so I couldn't immediately get out of bed because same with recover. But that is how I felt, and I feel like I've been sitting with you. Am I safe when I'm with you? How should I behave? Should I? Do you understand? He even had comments about her outfit. It's too feminine. You cannot choose how I should actually express myself. So, and that is my thing. If you can say that to her so easily, I'm also sitting with you. Who am I? I'm not special. Although I'm a virgin, but I'm not special. So immediately when that happened, I feel like, no.
And you're asking a very valid question. How safe are you? And
exactly.
I think a lot of the times we want to have people around us. We want to have that safe space around us, only just to find out that some of the people that we think are our safe zones or our safe space, we are totally not safe around them. And especially with the LGBTQI plus society, where there's a lot that is just against the society, and now you find someone who seemingly is a friend or an ally of the society now acting out in a manner that's just violation. That's a real violation.
It is, but also I wouldn't mind though.
To be violated.
No, not by him, but it's like I wouldn't mind. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't mind. Not being violated, but maybe
in other ways.
Maybe I'm gonna one day decide to just dala,
It's but also, and I'm glad that you brought, because I didn't think I had any violation of the week, but now that you bring it in that angle, it makes me think as well. Didn't happen to me recently. I think it's a long time ago, but I feel like it's a violation as well. I don't like it when my partner or any other person raises their voice at me to get their point across. I feel like as adults, we can only speak, like you can only sit me down and say, ma'am, say 246 is what. But for people that make me, because even in the morning, I hope they don't get to see this episode. My neighbor and my landlord, they were fighting over like a parking space. And I'm checking the time, and it's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, why are you guys making noise?
I'm sleeping.
Relax. Then I remember this ex of mine that used to have, so he was very short-tempered. So if he would say something and it doesn't go his way, if he says like a statement and we don't do things this way, no, boy would be here, boy would make noise, boy would call, boy would just, and I'm like, for me, that's a violation. Don't make me make noise. I don't like that.
I mean, there's this thing about people, though, especially within arguments. They think because now you are loud, you are right. And it doesn't always equal that. It does. You don't always have to be right just because you are loud. You can state your case and be not loud, but just be audible. Make sure that the other person hears you. But it's also in speaking on top of each other. That's why now you'll find this one wanting to be there and that one wanting to be there. But for my side, in my violations of the week, man, it's those small things, man. Remember last week I spoke about those dangerous kind of release of air, especially within confined spaces. But I think for me, today, in this week, has to be those small mannerism type of things, like your please and thank you.
Yeah, very important.
I don't know, man, whether I'm getting irritated by the small things, But yeah, some
People
people.
grew up in like same families. Some people don't know how to. You know, some people don't greet.
Yo.
There are literally people that don't greet.
But now, when it comes to greeting, I really want to find out: is it a must to greet, or is it a way of showing respect?
It's a respectful
Respect
gesture.
and manner.
It's a
Okay.
respectful gesture.
You get
Okay.
into a room, there are
Good.
people.
It's so good they have manners. No, honestly, guys. A person gets into a shop and buys a cologne. Let us pray.
Because I actually had a conversation with
You
her.
always take it for smelling good is a manner.
It's a good manners.
As long as you wash,
But you smell environment when you've just washed.
Yeah.
you can smell environment, but
Because I
wash.
actually had a conversation with someone where we were speaking about greeting, and some of them agreed, others disagreed by saying, for them, if I greet, I greet. The others would say, but I don't have anything against you. That's what the lady said. It's just,
And here's my point. Here's my point. Whether you greet me back or not, but all I know is that I won't just walk past as if I'm walking past a pole or a wall. I will definitely greet. Maybe if you don't greet back, and I'll think at the back of my mind, oh, okay. And I pause. I mean, I know I did my part. So whatever maybe you have,
but if people perhaps have issues, you know,
people go through their things.
if people perhaps have issues and vibes, is it still
No,
a,
those ones, even if they pass each other.
yeah, it's fine,
No
yeah.
problem.
But the other ones is,
Yeah, but the other ones, I'm just saying, in a general setting in the community, crossing in the street.
oh yes, definitely.
know,
So,
you see an
so
old
even
woman-
when I go to Beaufort West and I greet, I will always do this
Yes.
against. So, like it's just a thingy that I do when I'm in Mount. I'm like, hey guys,
And thank you
Let's
for me.
say greet your current ex's girlfriends or boyfriends.
Why not?
No, but you know, there's something.
That person didn't date you. They dating the person that you
I
dated.
understand, but what if they turn over you? Then obviously you're not gonna.
Also, you downgrading yourself. Oh,
People downgrade out here. No.
I agree.
None of my, honestly, none of my exes had better girlfriends than me. I've checked.
oh,
Even my last ex,
oh.
I agree here.
Dropping bombs
I
here.
walk past and will say, "Hey." This is how I used to greet one specific ex's partner, current or something. I was be like, walk past, I'm like, "Hey." Then I go.
All right, guys, so that's our violation of the week. What's your violation of the week? Please drop it down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like as well. But most importantly, don't forget to share so that your friends are able to come. Because we need to figure out a name to call the video.
Definitely.
I know some people that call them dangers, good friends, family. But we need to figure out like a very cool way to be able to speak about how to call you guys. How do you guys want to be?
People that support us.
Yeah, but it needs to be like a family name, like something very deep, something that we can connect with, something that they so please don't go anywhere. We're still going to get into what's trending. We still need to get into our main topics as well.
Definitely. And I'm super excited for that.
Spicy.
Choo.
It's so spicy. What we're speaking about today, it is so spicy. You definitely don't want to miss it out there. And then, of course, we need to do the red flag and the green flag as well. Some people are walking red flags, so we need to call them out. That's very important.
And green flags. It's Easter weekend.
Very few.
I'm
Very
worried.
few. I think it's only me that's left in the premises
What?
Wow.
of the industrial part. Other than that, yes, guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to click on the notification bell.
All right, guys. So welcome back. It's Unfiltered right here, and I know that you are liking. You are definitely out there subscribing, and we're about to get into what's trending and everything exciting in between. Hey, it's Unfiltered, then Naked Truth. We're about to get naked with the people. Like
You
it's
really like this naked truth thing.
like the Naked Truth. I feel like it's a name and the same name type of situation.
Naked truth. You've been saying naked truth. People have not decided whether it's naked truth or not. And you keep on saying naked truth. Oh my word.
I wonder how does it feel to be naked? Because
You've never been naked.
But when you were born, you were naked.
I was about to get in there. I was about to say that very first day
I
you
don't
came
think I
out
would
with
have feel there. You understand? I feel like now that I'm like a bit young.
younger.
No.
No.
I'm not even laughing, trust me. I'm not even laughing. And you know, a lot of times when I tell people that being naked is the most vulnerable position you can ever find yourself with another person. So if you ever see me naked, just know that you've got a very special place in my heart. It's not every day that a person can see you naked and rub, like, you know, that skin to skin contact, and the person can see your stretch marks, and the person can see all your flaws, all your imperfections, your small nyash, your virgin boobs. It's not every day.
You are bare.
Bare. Like being naked is being bare. That's a thing. Being bare. Anyways, guys, we're going to jump into what's been trending. And I've got something exciting that I actually want to share. I don't think this has been trending this week, but it's just been trending in the sense that I only found out about it this morning, right? So I saw a video, but before I explain the video, okay, maybe let me start with do I start with the video or the explaining?
Explaining.
The explaining, right? Okay, fine. So now the explaining, here's how the story goes. The story says, a Zimbabwean national identified as Emmanuel has been killed by a Ugandan man in Rivonia.
Okay.
What do you think they were fighting for? Take a wild guess.
Oh, wait. It's both foreign internationals
In South Africa.
in South Africa.
One killed the other. Shut. That's the first point of the story.
Okay. Juicy.
The incident happened on the 6th of April, 2025, which means
Okay.
it's a very recent one. Fresh from the casket, fresh from the grave. Sorry to be insensitive, I didn't mean to. Now, the two had a fight over a woman. The Ugandan man used his Ford Ranger to hit Emmanuel. Then he drove over the fallen Emmanuel several times. The Zimbabwean man died on the scene, while the woman that they were fighting for was actually watching.
Oh, I think I saw the video. I saw the video because the video starts from a corner where there's a woman who's just crying and asking for help, and there's a group of people watching. I think what really caught my eye with the video is the fact that we have people just stand by and watch
Shit, what do you want to do?
while a crime is committed.
What are you going to do?
Not just watch, but also have the time to video everything.
But I'm asking you, if something like that happens, if you see somebody shooting another person, what are you going to do?
That was not shooting. That's like, because the guy drives off, comes back, drives on the guy again, grab the guy out of the way, something like,
What? Are you going to stop the car?
I'm not going to stop the guy as the car maybe drives away. Just pull the guy away from the road.
What if the guy comes and then hits both of you? Don't do that.
And
Remember that conversation about bystanders that we had? I feel like it's important to also take care of yourself as well. You don't know what the story is. You don't know why these people are actually fighting. And you want to jump in and be a superhero and help these people.
okay, no, maybe not in the superhero type of situation, but I don't know, man. I feel like even if it's just shouting at the guy or swearing at the guy or whatever, but just something. I feel like we've become the society that's now want to capture the moment in our phones more than just maybe trying to. I'm not saying put yourself at harm's way, but something.
But remember, sometimes people capture for evidence.
Yeah.
Do you understand? People capture for evidence.
And sharing and views.
Yeah, but that's fine. At least this is yes, black and white, video wise, evidence based.
So it's
And even I don't think. What can you do? Like how? Yes, I understand where you. But the people is. And I don't know about the story. I only found out about it now. But it also takes me back to people usually would say this is just when things like this happen. It's just in the colored community. Do you understand?
Yeah.
For me, this was now like a shock, and also made me realize it's not just in the colored community. Because usually when things like this, when it's about a woman, then people would say, as I coloreds, but it's definitely
Here's the
everywhere.
juicy part of the story. Oh, my boyfriend is calling, sorry. I'm still sitting past the baby. I'll throw you back in a minute.
The lies.
Anyways, so I wanted to say the juicy part of the story is the fact that the man that was actually hit by the car, the Range Rover, is actually a married man. Allegedly. He's a married man. So now he got killed because of a side chick.
I didn't know the story. I just saw the video and I was like, I don't like this. Maybe for me, maybe for me, I'm that kind of a person that also like just to call things out. Because I know also like with my circle of friends, if someone maybe is abusing the wife or the girlfriend, in my presence, I will call it out. I will say, not when I'm here. I'm that kind of, I'm not saying on a physically stand in the guy's way, let him clap me instead of the wife, but I'm just going to call it out. I believe sometimes just maybe saying something, and this story is so juicy, this story is so ugly. Imagine now your wife having to mourn your death because you are fighting
Side chick.
over a side dish.
Continue cheating. These are the repercussions of cheating. Continue.
We capture.
Yeah, evidence-based. We will post that. We don't have a problem. Why? Because you want to stick it in every hole that you see.
You want to go in.
Continue.
Sometimes you go in clean.
Yeah.
I want to feel you, but I'm married. Stop, babes.
Is that a direct message to babes? I know.
Sounded like a very topic message on
Yeah, but it's ugly, man. I mean, a man died over a relationship, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a side thing. But let's look at this side thing sometimes. Are the side things really the side things?
What do you mean?
I mean, for him to even go to that level, yes, he might have someone at home, but maybe this side was now on the way of becoming the main in the dish.
Can I say sometimes they became obsessed?
They do.
Remember, they do not get all these moments, vibes at home.
Yeah.
They also always want to explore with you, try out new things. Now, when they see you watching another guy, it's like, okay, so you want...
Let me tell you something about married men. Married men are selfish. I don't even want to sugarcoat it. Most married men, they're very... Okay, cheating. Married men are very selfish. Because I know they'll be in a relationship with you and say to you, I'm married, whatever the case may be. Both of you are concerned to the relationship. But the very same married man would not want you to actually have a partner outside. And then you ask yourself, but you've got a wife. You've got... What do you mean?
Even if you said about... Because
Here's another question. What are you doing with a married man? Here's another question. What are you doing with a married man? Because you're also in it for the benefits. You're also in it for the things that you know that if you say to this married man, I want this, I want this, I want that, this married man is going to give to you in a heartbeat. And most of the times, those things, they end up in this kind of situation, if not you being the one who gets harmed.
So it's my responsibility to say no to a married man. It's not the...
Yes. Even the married men shouldn't be going out there and chilaring and enticing and all those things. They shouldn't be doing that.
But we love it. It's 2025.
And things of other people are very nice, ne?
Yeah, the thrill of just stealing.
There's even a lady that said the other day, yes, you are married. I can see the ring. It's not on the penis. I see the ring. I see. Yeah, it's fine. It's there. It's not there.
That's even deep. That's actually...
It's like, girl, what do you mean? It's like, yes, that's how I feel.
On another news, in terms of what's been trending, it looks like Lunga, our new intern, might actually be buying an iPhone 11 Pro Max, 12 Pro Max, between 11 and 12. I'm not too sure which one it is, by the amount of 3,500 rands. And the reason for this is because apparently, allegedly, China has actually opened up its supply chain. And it's saying that, Waza, come on, come everyone. So if you see people wearing Louis Vuitton, Gucci, especially this Easter season, just know, all of us, we are inside. Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to say...
And I need to stop this thing of people calling people
stop charging us now when we were all of these beautiful brand names. Don't charge us anymore. Because all of these things come from one household. One household indeed.
I'm not going to say anything about...
So we're all going to be branding and we're all going to be flashy now. And I feel sorry for those who paid 27,000 for a pair of sneakers that I can get 150 rand.
can we say where? Can I refer you?
Oh, in the
We call it Kwele. Kwele.
So yeah, guys, that's the whole issue about the tariffs that are actually happening. Someone made a video and they said, no, guys, just that they're going to be manufactured in China, but then the logos and the branding have to be done in Italy. So it's just a long story that people are explaining. What we are going to say from Unfiltered, buy at your own risk. So we are not saying people must go buy, people must not buy, but all we're saying is buy at your own risk if you want to buy, resell at your own risk if you want to resell. Yeah, do whatever that you want to do at your own risk. I'm just waiting for the day that they make cheap cars so that I can just quickly see what can actually happen there.
I came across a post that was, I think it was the president of China and the president of the United States. And in that post, it was saying, the president of the United States was saying that I hold the cards. And the one from China was saying the cards are made in China. So yes, hold the cards, but we make the cards.
Yeah. What do you think between the president of China and the president of US has a bigger take?
A bigger one.
Do you think Daddy D actually has a bigger take?
There isn't, personally, I don't think they are so bad. No.
I don't know.
Hi, D.
Hi, Daddy D.
It starts with a D.
But only the two of them.
Yeah, between them.
Can we add our own there?
Our own is a vendor man.
But I used to play with Venda.
It comes from up country.
You play with Venda.
That's a book.
This thing is going to be a digital footprint in 10 years when I watch this video.
Do you know, every time I look at this, it's painful for me.
I'm saying you're being discriminatory.
No, I'm just saying, like, when I look at it, it's like painful. It hurts my eye.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what I want to speak about today is, does size matter? A question that a lot of times you people would actually hear, but people are scared to actually tell the truth about it. Good thing about Unfiltered, we are very controversial. We tell it as it is. There's no limits here. So that's why we actually want to ask, and that's why we brought out.
You want to hold one?
No, I'll get.
Which one is
It's the first round.
Okay, so here's what I want to explain, right? When it comes to a penis, God took his time when he was creating this part of the organ. And you need to understand that it comes in different sizes, it comes in different shapes, and also most importantly, it comes in different textures as well. And the reason why some people would ask about size actually mattering, it's because aesthetically, when you look at them, these things are not the same, right? And as people, we've got preference as well. There's some people who would say, number 2, I don't think it's for me. Number 3, it's not for me. But ask me, if you were to ask me, not personally, but from my expert advice, then I would tell you that the size actually doesn't matter that much. It's actually the performance that actually matters. So if you're not able to perform the way that you're supposed to perform, then your size is going to be revealed.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Wait.
I'm going to share a few moments that I've heard of. Yeah. I'm walking in streets, always on the road. So people always share and speak about penises. And it does happen. The revealing of the size.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Ladies, here's what I'm asking myself. Why is it then always the case after things have not worked out, especially within whether it's a situationship or relationship, and then someone wants to come back and say it was small anyway? You hardly hear someone who would say, yo, it was big, I was not managing. There always is this thing of, it was small anyway, I was doing you a favor. And I'm like, whoa, for the whole
Yeah, I'm also ready.
you were doing this guy a favor for the whole 3 years.
Yeah. So I've been taught in my culture, you don't speak with your mouth, with food inside your mouth. So you would chew, finish, and then you only speak there. So if I'm in a relationship with you and you've got an unprivileged penis, I'm in no position to speak about what you can't do with that penis. When we are done with whatever that we are done with, that's when I can come in and say, listen, that thing doesn't work for me. I'm not comfortable with that. Because how do I've read
You were quiet the whole time.
How fast? I think the answer to me is how fast. How fast?
Oh, that man is quiet the whole time. If you were not satisfied with the whole
Why
thing
you
the whole
pointing?
time,
Why you pointing?
if you were not satisfied the whole time, Why now? Only when things are not working out, or only when we break up, then let's reveal.
What good is it going to do if I tell you while we're still in a relationship? It's going to break your ego.
How about working through things together between me and my partner? So all along, this was just what?
No, I don't need to listen. I want it to make sense to you. I don't need to actually make you feel bad.
Yeah.
So we can still date and I can feel that, okay, fine, you've got this. But in other departments, you're fine. You're romantic, you're kind, you're a God-fearing man. Maybe you've got money. Hopefully you've got money, lots and lots of money. So all of those things, you are fine. It's just this part. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't need to make you feel bad. As your partner, and especially Mamsi and I, we are so privileged to be working in this space. So we know sex positions that are able to make it feel, a bit
Definitely.
lighter. We know a lot of things that you can incorporate in the bedroom that are able to make it more exciting. I can bring those things just to keep the relationship going. If it happens that we actually break up, I owe you nothing. I can be brutally honest with you and tell you that, listen, dude, this thing was not working for me. It's not my preference. I was compromising, because some people are compromising in relationships.
Now, what happens to the statement that you made earlier on as to is the motion, is the action?
But some people can't perform. That's
the thing. That's what we are. I feel like you ladies always like to contradict yourselves when things don't work out. And who says you guys are the referees of the game? Who says you guys are the master of those games? Or you can say this one is best, this one is not best. Who says that? Who says you guys can write the report cards? Are you now the teachers of saying that?
Yeah, we are.
I am.
But you guys are not. I am. This is a team sport. Two people or more are involved in this thing. So, which means if it is their bad performance, it's our bad performance. It's not my bad performance.
But, okay, continue, because there's a lot that I want to come back.
Why are we making this only about guys? Because it's both guys and ladies and sometimes same-sex individuals that engage in this thing. Now, why are you going to make it about the other individual? That means that you are pointing fingers. Well, how many fingers are pointing at you? Because also you are partly involved in this bad performance that we engage on.
That's why I always emphasize that sex is teamwork, right? Sex is definitely teamwork.
Thank you very much.
Now let's get back to the penis size, right? I said that now, and I stand by that.
Yes.
So some people will come to you. They are so blessed. You can't get enough.
Right?
Yeah.
You just don't want to let go, because you enjoy every single moment.
Yeah.
But now with this blessed penis, you sometimes cannot perform. I'm trying my utmost best. I'm a helicopter. I'm a chandelier.
Your choice of words. Sex is a teamwork.
Correct.
With your blessedness, you can afford. Now there we go again. You're saying you, but you say team. So how about team? We get back to
That's why I said sometimes I. So as for example, as you and me, maybe you are blessed as you sit there.
I'm not sure.
I'll find out. So now we engage in sex. You with this, this penis is everything. Everyone has his own penis size, his own preference. So let's also understand that as well. But now this is my size. This is what I prefer. So I'm trying my utmost best. I sit on top of you. I'm like a chandelier. I swing. I do everything, but you don't come through and give me that support with this thing,
So we're not only coming for people like this.
Yeah, even people like us, you come with nothing, you do nothing.
I'm talking for big and small.
That's what we say.
Even for big, when you feel that at that moment, listen, my teammate is not coming through with me so that we both score this goal, how about we stop? We go back to the drawing board. Let's go back to the field. Hey, listen, teammate, let's make sure that we all reach the end goal here. Let's make sure.
Do you want us to do it like during, or should I say?
Let's figure a way out. You know your person.
Some people take long to get.
My question still stays. Why you wait up until things are bad? Then you say, Chairman, you will not. Yes, to speak, but you will not perform.
And some people are very stubborn. So here's my observation, right? I'm not saying it's like this for everyone else, but here's my observation. Some people are very sensitive. Some people are very stubborn. Some people are very ignorant when it comes to issues of the bedroom. You also need to keep in mind that in as much as us, we are privileged enough to speak openly about these things, for some people it's still a taboo issue. where we still have women that feel like one of their responsibilities is to lie down like a chicken.
Definitely.
Or just, their partner would come and just things that are actually like that. And that is why a man would come and would feel like, I've never been taught on how to have sex, so you can't actually expect me to know how to perform and things like that. Not understanding that it's a way of communication. Sex is communication. It's a language on its own. So we need to communicate. We need to be able to make it work, best for us. What Mamsi and I are saying is that sometimes you can be very much privileged, but you just don't know how to use the tool, which now makes it a more even job for the person that you're working with, because now they need to say, navigate, coordinate.
Turn left, turn right.
Why not navigate then with the person? Because that's why. No. Majority of the ladies don't like to do that. They will say nothing up until things go sour, and then they want to reveal or air out all of the dirty laundry as to you don't perform anyway. Yes, it might be.
But why are you getting angry if you know that you perform?
Isn't it a team sport?
It is, even if it's a team sport, there always has to be a number one. Remember, even in soccer, there are strikers, there are goalkeepers.
Even in pageants.
Even in pageants. It's a team sport, but the people will always be there.
I feel like there's an imbalance there, and these are also the kind of power struggles that you get within relationships, whether it can be a sexual relationship or whatever kind of a relationship. You get these power struggles where the other one will maybe use money as the form of being in control. The other one will use the bedroom as being, listen, I am in control. This is my place, and I'll do as I please. But I think the key is always keep in constant communication, because sometimes you'll find that people will complain about underperformance or overperformance while they don't even understand their bodies themselves. They can't really understand as to what is it that they really like. Do I like it smooth? Do I like it rough? Or do I like it hard?
That's why I said
which one?
Communication is key. But just one last thing for me. Don't come with nothing and do nothing.
Yes, please.
What mean nothing? That's something.
Don't come with
something and not do something.
Word of the day.
This is my thing. Whether you come with this size or this size, communicate.
And this thing of the guys,
or using your body, communicate. That's all I'm saying.
That's why I said communication.
Sensitive conversation.
It is.
Here's the thing also that you guys like to do as now that you are doing. You guys like to play the mind game, playing game, trying to strike the ego of the guy and all that. And it is a dangerous thing for quite a lot of ladies, because it can get people to the level where now, oh, you are making me angry. Oh, you are struggling. No. Let's not do that. Let's not mock anyone. Let's make sure that we are all in one boat. Whether it's an emotional conversation or not an emotional conversation, the kind of things that you guys do, and I'm going to say this, you guys do, you think it's not toxic, where you say something and you act as if you didn't say something. And you know exactly what you said. You know exactly what you meant. But now you wait for the reaction and you're like, let me see, is he going to act? No, you need to man up. No, that's toxic.
So I can't tell you to man up. I've dated men that are actually kids.
Yeah.
I've dated even, I don't want to say old men, but men that are older than me, right, by a few years, but you could feel and see this person as a child. So I don't have a right to come and tell you to man up.
How about I say maybe you dated you've dated people that both of you didn't understand each other. Mm-hmm. And coming from your understanding, it felt as if you are raising a child. Mm-hmm. Can we be in that level? Can we, if we really want to make sure that we are people that communicate effectively, then let's do that.
Those men were kids.
And here's another thing that we do. We close our ears and we act as if we're listening. Because now you're listening to respond. You're not even listening to what I'm saying. I'm listening with you and you're busy shaking your head. You're listening to respond.
What is happening with you at this point?
Oh no, I'm speaking for a lot of men. I'm speaking for these men and I'm speaking for these men.
sensitive as they are.
I'm sensitive. I'm speaking for this man because here's the thing. Here's the thing. When a man comes across as rude and say things like, "No, you are big, you are this, you are that," and all of those things that we don't need, then people want to catch on feelings. Then people want to say to fight. Then people want to say, "No, but this man is acting this way," because you are saying things that you're not supposed to be saying. Why is it okay for you to say it, but not okay for the next person? Hence, I'm saying, let's not have those two wrongs.
Quick question.
Let's communicate effectively.
Quick question, right? I know that dicks are not the same. Dicks are different. But I just want to ask you this, right? When you penetrate as a man, are the holes the same? Do you get the same experience?
You can never get the same experience in penetration sexually. But also, coming to our conversation, especially when it comes to intimacy and sex, let's, as men, advice for all you guys out there, let's not focus only on penetration. Intimacy, sex shouldn't only become about penetration and satisfying yourself. Also make sure that both people, if it's two or more, are satisfied in what we are doing.
Hold it like that. Hold it there. Speaking of holding the...
Why are you choking yourself? It's not about penetration, I'm just sorry.
demonstration and illustration. So hold it there. So you mentioned something to say it can be two or more, and also again, it's different types of like holes and whatever the case may be.
Okay, so for example, if my partner comes to me and he would say, "Babes, let's add a third person into our relationships." For example, I'm a girl that loves traveling. So weekends when you're not at home or when you're not around, I am quite horny, and I feel like I've been masturbating all my years. So masturbation is out. I'm not interested in masturbation. So, but I think now when you're not here, can I then continue with the show while you're running the business that side? So if I tell him, okay, explain this to me, and now I say, I'm telling this person, this relationship is over. Thank you so much for having me, but this is not gonna work. Also, I'm quite concerned because of just the fact that you consider this, is it wrong of you to end the relationship just there?
Totally. It's
wrong.
Totally not wrong of you. No, earlier when I said you listen to answer, not
No,
listen.
but
Okay, pardon, what
Just
is
get your own
happening?
feelings.
Chad, play that thing again. I need proof. He said it's wrong.
No, I said totally.
No, Mam's question is,
No,
is it
I'm
wrong?
saying totally.
Okay, no, it's not.
I'm saying totally, and I haven't finished my train of thoughts. She's saying, you see, that's why I was
Because
like,
I also thought you agree.
No, totally not wrong. Hey, it's totally not wrong. Because here you are considering what you want and what you feel. And also with your partner coming to say to you, so it's a selfish kind of request as to say, this is what I want. So this relationship is going to be open on one end. Hey? So what if you say, okay, fine, if you're going to be here opening it on your end, also when I'm traveling, I'm going to open it that side. Now let's see how this conversation is going to look like then. Because I feel like when it comes to open relationships, you should have that conversation way before you even thinking about, okay, I want to add a third one, or let's have this discussion together.
What are the reasons, sorry ma'am, so what are the reasons of people wanting an open relationship?
One.
Because they want to explore and have other
Why don't you
experiences.
explore?
I haven't finished my train of thoughts. They want to explore and have other experiences with other people while in the relationship with you.
Leave.
I feel those are some of the reasons, and I feel like it's up to them to have it as an option out there, and it's also up to you to actually say, I want to carry on with this, or I don't want to carry on with this. Concern, communication, all the time is
Why
always
can't
important.
you explore with me?
And have experiences with me.
Exactly.
Concern, communication is always important.
Why can't explore
all
with
the
me?
time. 2025, I'm going to say it again. In 2025, it's no longer your traditional kind of relationships. people are now going out there and having other experiences with other people. We have swinging couples that are married. Remember the sex expo that we went to? Married people getting into introducing another couple, and they. I mean, it can be a no for you. Maybe it can be a definite no for you, but does it have to be a no for me? Does it have to be a no for me? And because I feel like we want to sit on a high moral ground and say, no, this should be like this, or this should be what this.
It's not just that. It's not that. For me, it's not that. It's just, if I am in a relationship, I'm in a relationship with you.
And we made this intentional decision to be together.
Yes.
You are exclusively dating, but how? Okay, look at it this way. You find a wise man attractive. We go out, we talk about things, and I tell you, hey, listen, I am interested in dating you, but I don't want to exclusively date you. A wise man makes this so clear from the beginning, before the kissing, before the loving, before. Then if it's not okay for you, then let's move on. Let's carry on. Life goes on.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
It's like you. Why does it sound that you?
It's as simple as that, guys. Let's not try to paint people with a brush of saying, no, you are.
I will never be in an open relationship. Then I'm rather going to be single or mingle.
I would also like to second that as well. I feel like it doesn't make logical sense for me that you want to be with other people while you are actually with
Exactly.
me. I asked that question intentionally because whoever that is going to suggest that to me, they need to come with their facts right. If you're going to say, let me finish my train of thoughts. If you are going to say to me that you want to add another person, I need reasons why. Even if we are married and you say you want to add another wife, I need reasons and specific reasons to say why you are adding that person. If you don't have reasons, it's just because of sex and your urge to keep on putting it in other holes.
But now I'm confused. Sorry, it's our time. So now I'm
girls,
confused.
Come.
So if you are saying that the person should have reasons, will you then consider the open relationship?
After the reasons.
Depending on the substance of the reasons. Remember, I've told you I've dated men that are kids. Depending on the substance of the reasons, because in some instances where people are actually married, one would say as a married man, I actually have a wife, but unfortunately the wife is infertile and the wife can't give me kids. And I am as equally attracted to you. I would like to introduce you in our marriage, have you as the second wife. If you agree and consent, can you please give kids, can you please bear kids for me so the family legacy goes on? You see, that's a different conversation.
Yeah,
that's another selfish reasons, because in 2025 there are other ways of making sure that we have kids without bringing someone in. So even that reason
it's not
a selfish reason.
It's a preference.
It's a selfish preference, because there are other ways in 2025 to bring kids without introducing anyone else, without going out there and having another person coming in our relationship. So therefore, I don't even understand that kind of reasoning. I don't.
No, but in our culture, it does happen.
I don't. But there is a way of having kids without introducing other people.
Adopting, surrogacy, what else is the
there's
other
quite
way?
a lot of in 2025.
I want us to name them. It's surrogacy.
In 2025, there's quite a lot.
Adoption.
Surrogacy, adoption. What else is also there?
There's quite a lot.
No, but if you're not answering us, what else is out there?
No, this is not a debate about having other kids. This is a conversation about open relationships. So now you are making it a debate about.
No, I just want we're giving options to the viewers.
But you know that there are
So
options.
can we quickly just get
Don't
back?
we know that there are options out
So
there?
Ntabi, are you saying if this person is giving you valid reasons why they want to add a third person in the relationship, you will consider, or you
Might. It's a very slim might. Very subtle.
Valid reasons for who?
even if you come
Valid reasons that make sense for me in the relationship.
because
Because it's my decision that I'm making.
even but for me, even if you come with the reasons, I think that the reasons will actually
Make it worse.
make it worse for me.
I think the question that maybe we should be asking the people watching this as we are having this very heated conversation is, are open relationships for you or not for you? Instead of just us having our blanket statement and say, no, it's wrong, no, it's not there, no, it shouldn't be there, no, the reason that, no. Is it for you? So if it is for you, then hey, go ahead. But these are the things that you need to understand. Open communication, you know that there are other people involved in this kind of situation, and there you go, you move along as understanding. Because you say, even if the reasons, you're not gonna get in. You say, let's look at the reasons.
No. Maybe you guys are misunderstanding what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that you're saying that you will.
Relax.
You're saying that you might.
Listen.
I'm so relaxed and calm right now.
Here's my statement.
At this point.
I want to respond. Here's my statement. I'm saying, same way that Mamsi feels about open relationships, I still feel that open relationships are just a modernized way of cheating. But one of the things that I would prefer the partner that would suggest that to me is for them to also have the guts and the balls to tell me the reasons why they want to introduce another person.
I feel that you are wrong for labeling open relationships like that, because now you are labeling
No, but that's
them.
my personal view. I'm not wrong for my personal view.
Your personal view is saying that it is wrong to actually do. So
It's wrong. My personal view is wrong.
It sounds in my ear that you are standing on a high moral ground and you are saying that this is the ruler of how it should be like. Hey, and it shouldn't be like that. It's not for you. It's okay. It's not for you, Mamsi. It is okay. But maybe it is for Chad. Maybe it is for Chad.
Mamsi's personal opinion and Mamsi's personal view could never be wrong. Why? It's hers.
Lovely.
Right? Someone else can disagree with Mamsi. They are not wrong. It's theirs. So we can't stand here and say what the viewers are saying is wrong. That's your personal thing. It's what you... If I say this thing is small for me, whoever that has a small dick out there must not say I'm wrong.
Hence I said, whatever your opinion is or your choice is, whether it is for you or it is not for you in an open relationship,
it's mine.
Then it should be for you.
Exactly. That's what we say.
Then it should be for you. Then we are agreeing then, hey? Because I think what's happening here is that you are arguing to be right, I am arguing to be right, and you are arguing, and all of us are right in what we are saying, hey? But now we want to have that thing of, because my voice is higher than the other one, so I am right.
No, I'm arguing.
All of us are right in what we are saying.
I'm arguing when you say my personal view is wrong. Then I will argue, Chief. The moment someone says my personal view is wrong, I will argue. I don't want to lie.
I get
but
you.
Other things, it's fine. I do understand.
Open
Personal views,
for yours.
yes, that's what I'm saying. Which is like a fair enough.
But maybe
thing.
it's for you.
And that's okay.
But it's
If it
definitely
is-
not for me, babes.
If it is. Now, here's another question that I want to pose. Maybe one last one. Have you never dated someone while still in a relationship?
I finish things before I get into things.
What is your thing? Producer?
Because
Get rid of this guy.
Sometimes people meet people whilst are outside or getting out of a relationship.
True.
Hey?
But now, what do you mean
and-
getting
and-
out of the... Isn't the relationship like... what do you mean
It's
getting out?
ending, or it's
Step by step.
You see, so it's you're not really out, but you are, and sometimes you are still holding on some of the things that coming from that.
No, that's not me, honestly.
And my problem is...
What do you mean? Okay.
I'm a very loud lover, right? The reason why I said it's not for me is because I'm a very loud... When I love in a relationship, I'm very loud. I will post you, I will talk about you, I will do all of those things. So if I'm still in a relationship, it's a bit difficult because I'm still attached to you in a certain way.
So you've never juggled.
So me juggling is a bit difficult because then that means I need to post the other one on Instagram, I need to post the other one on WhatsApp status and hide. So for me,
Too much admin.
it's complicated for me. So me, when it's you and me, Chad, when we are dating, it's me and you, my brother. We're on the battlefield together. We must see. You understand? So for me, I'm like, it's too much admin. I don't have time for that. It's too much.
But never I can say what people prefer to and how to date out there. I can never say that, hey, it's a sketchy thing. But hey, each to their own. If you want to be in that kind of a situation, then go for it. We were having a conversation, I think, yesterday about one of the famous singers of the world.
Neo.
Yeah, who is in relationships with 9 other ladies. And I said this. I said, if that guy was someone without quite a healthy financial muscle, I don't think he will be in that kind of a situation where 9 ladies, they know that they are dating this person and it is okay. They meet sometime, all of them, and sometimes this one will meet only someone with a good financial muscle But if it was not good financially,
And good performance as well. I feel like sometimes not all women are gold diggers. Not all women are there for money. Some women are there for
money, definitely money. Whether the performance is there or not, money will always make sure that there is a something on the shoulder.
dude.
Here's another personal view. Not all women are there for money. Some, yes, I do agree.
Most,
Is that your personal view?
my personal view.
Word of the day, personal view.
personal view.
Respect each other's personal view.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm liking today's conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think Mamsi was even saying, but I hear what you say. I hear the point that you're coming across to say the issue of power also comes with what a person actually has. Some people, they're in positions where they're able to manipulate the situation. Someone could be a supervisor, a manager, a HR, a CEO at a company, and date all the 5 employees.
Sure.
And because now this person is giving opportunity, we see this even with the other people. It happens a lot. Where now they're just being manipulated into the system, they're just being offered, you know when you're hungry for something, they just offer you will agree to those things. And the person will say to you, no, things have changed, yes?
Because we can feel I want to argue. Because we also need to look at it at this point where, yes, I see that this person is using their power, their influence, their money to actually manipulate me into the situation. But how about also me making my choice and saying, I stand to gain. So I'm going into this situation knowing that I'll be gaining access, I'll be gaining money, I'll be getting this, I'll be getting that. So not everyone is actually manipulated in the situation. Maybe, yes, the one with the financial muscle or the power can think that I am having all the power. But some people go into situations knowingly that this is what I stand to gain.
I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Someone can promise you a whole bunch of a lot of things, but not provide all of it. We've
Definitely.
seen this, where someone promises you a job, a promotion, and whatever, and they say, give me 1 round, I'll give it to you. Give that person a round. Next thing, they don't give you a job. And who are you going to now go and complain to? So,
And sometimes they're so strategic, you know.
it's a very tricky. I wouldn't advise
Very gray.
anyone to get into that kind of a deal. I don't condone it at all. And the reason why I don't condone it, it's because people can always change their minds. People can always push through with their agenda and leave you hanging. But if these are things that you're comfortable with, which I don't think people should do, I don't know, people shouldn't do them. Then do what makes you happy, then that's absolutely fine as well. Producer, how much time do we have before our personal views get stamped on?
Stamped off.
All right, so we've got 5 minutes to close it off. Oh, okay. So do we close it off on personal views or?
No, let's just close it off for now. I don't want us to give you all that. And remember, this is just episode 2. Now imagine how we start off with episode 1. Imagine now episode 2, and imagine episode 3.
It's going to be really unfiltered, eh?
It's getting unfiltered, because I might be naked.
Yeah.
So we definitely agreed that size doesn't really matter.
Size doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's the action, it's the motion.
Performance, motion,
But however,
what you
we
put
shouldn't just now badmouth people after things are not working our way. Okay, cool.
No, we didn't agree on
We
that.
didn't agree on that.
So we should go on and badmouth people.
We don't badmouth people. We
badmouth
speak about how was your
You express yourself openly. Freedom of speech is there in the Constitution.
yeah, that is it.
It's going
What
to
is
be a
your
long
second-
one.
number
Open
2?
relationships.
Okay.
You have an option whether it's for you or not for you. You can go in if you want to, but make sure that everything that you are engaging yourself in, you go in knowingly. Because for me, cheating is when you go behind Ntabi Singh's back and add a Mamsi, and Ntabi Singh doesn't know that. Not literally behind the back, but yeah, hiding things. I see where your mind is.
Instead of respecting people's views, it's not going to work.
Also, the other thing of me, I just wanted to add that, please, 1 minute. The other thing I wanted to add is I'm a psycho when it comes to my health. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a psychopath when it comes to my health. So open relationship is not going to work for me.
I mean, your sexual health is your responsibility.
Definitely. So that is one of the reasons why I don't want to be in an open relationship.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking now, you add a third person, right? Now Are
No,
you
we.
using? Okay, we add a third
Because
person.
we had the conversation.
But that will never happen. But okay, we.
Okay, cool.
You understand? So we add we add a third person. So because you can get so comfortable with this third person, and it becomes an ongoing thing. Now are you gonna use condoms, or besides that third person? Remember, that person belongs also to someone
I was
else.
about to say.
You don't know.
We don't know.
What's the deal?
Or we might not know.
Lost the we.
Hence I'm saying let's not make prejudgments and say that there's a chance that maybe the protections will not be used, because now
There is a chance.
This is how we are almost having this notion that, hey, it's wrong, it's that. If it is for you, it is for you.
Personally.
Yes, your sexual health is your responsibility.
Definitely.
So if all three of us take that into serious consideration and serious thought, and we make sure, or even four, because
Or
it doesn't
10,
have,
even
it,
if it's
it doesn't
10.
have to be open on one end. Let's open it from. For me, I'm always advocating for let's have the choice, freedom of choice of who we want to date,
So to
how we
those-
want to date.
To those of you, or actually to those specific guy, I feel like I'm gonna meet my partner here, babes. I'm definitely gonna meet the right babes. Do know for sure, no open relationships, né? It's a no. Even if you come with valid reasons, it's a no.
Here's
Amandla.
Amandla. Here's medical advice as well. What research has actually shown us is that one of the sexual risky behaviors is having multiple partners. This is proven medically.
Most
right?
definitely.
So that is why we are saying, in whatever personal view that you have, whatever decision that you're going to make, keep that in mind and always try to be 2 steps ahead with your sexual health. When you understand that you've put everything in measure to take care of your sexual health, because whether you like it or not, multiple sexual partners come with a risk.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's all agree in that one. I mean, it's not even something that it needs you to give me that side eye that you are giving.
Yeah, but
me.
I want to. That's your personal.
It definitely comes with the risk. Adding multiple partners, it will definitely come with the risk.
Definitely.
And we need to be definitely cautious and understand that we need to take care of our health all the time. But now, as we are having this conversation, I'm reminded of these kind of statements that people always say, that rather tell me the truth than lie to me. Who else are you seeing? And in these kind of things, it takes me to, a lot of these kind of conversations, because
And once you tell me the truth,
it's
there's
gonna
your
be over
bag.
because
Your bag.
you see.
Oh, your bag is already packed. I just wanted the name.
For me, open relationships are all about being open and honest and saying, this is who and what I am, and this is how I like to date. And whether you go in or you don't, then it becomes entirely up to you.
Speaking about that, next week catch us on another episode as we unpack worst ways of finding out that your partner is cheating on you. So we will then
Look at that excitement.
So we're going to park the conversation here. We're going to go for a break, just for a whole week. So next week we'll speak about cheating and forms of cheating and what defines cheating for you as well. What is the worst way that you've ever found out?
How did you find out?
Ooh. I want you subscribe, please. It's stunning. It's going to be stunning. I will share my journey. It's a safe space.
Definitely safe space. Beautiful people, thank you so much once again for chilling with us and spending the last 1 hour with us. We truly, truly appreciate it. We also hope that you learned a lot from the conversation that we were having as well. And then that is how we're going to be signing out. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that every time when we drop an episode, you're going to get a notification to know that an episode is about to drop as well. Comment below. Your comments are also going to help us. Share the link to your friends, as many as you can. And then definitely when we grow, you can also grow as well. Team, I think we did a good one.
I had an absolute stunning episode. I feel like I look stunning.
You do.
So, I can't wait to see you guys again. Please make sure, subscribe. Just make sure you share everything. You know what you have to do. And it was a super exciting conversation. Let us continue with this conversation.
Great one indeed. Hey, this was an exciting one for me. Let's make sure that we continue this kind of conversations, not only right here on this platform, but we also continue these conversations with our circle of friends in our communities, because these are the real situations that are happening out there. Yeah, from your boy Wise Man, the main man, and the music junkie, I still say your sexual health is your responsibility.
So can we do this?
Phil.
Third.
And it's a wrap like that. Thank you so much, Chad.